Hello everybody and welcome back to Stationeers. As you can see, our rocket is still fully automated and doing his thing. This thing probably doesn't need to be on, huh? There we go. I've done a little bit of, a couple changes here and there to the base. I expanded the solar panel array very slightly. Okay, bye-bye, on your way. I called him back just for the start of the video. He wasn't doing much. We've added another 20 panels to the solar array, which has rarely helped the power situation, because that's been a little bit chaotic. The base is a bit of a nightmare at the moment. It's kind of messy. I'd like to address a few comments we got, some of which were really good suggestions. Some of them, I think they misunderstood what I was going for, but that's fine. Let's show off what we're cooking first. So, the first comment I got, which was, I guess this is actually quite a, sensible statement. Why did I make this entire sorting array and this gas storage array when I have both of those things here already? And honestly, the answer was I wanted the video to be more visually clear as to what was going on. I wanted to be really obvious that I was building a silo for each thing. I mean, this isn't a tutorial series, but there are people who are watching who have been commenting saying it's been such a good tutorial, so I wanted to make it pretty apparent that what I was doing was building a dedicated storage room. Now, we could have just piped all of that through into here, put those storage silos around the back here, and then run them through these filters. So instead of filtering for the ingots like we used to, we filter for the ores. Honestly, that would have been a great system. But it's the ship has sailed. And then doing the same thing, we could have just run this tube all the way to here, have a single ice crusher that crushes everything, and then puts it in our existing storage tanks. And that also would have been completely fine. But, again, I wanted to show, not particularly clearly, in all honesty, this is kind of a nightmare, but I wanted to show with some clarity what was going on here, right? In other news, I was successfully able to remove the terraforming and the food mod, not the terraforming mod. We are still technically terraforming this world by mistake, but whatever, that's fine. I removed the food mod, so now we have back to normal food ratios. And I put on a few more frames in this area. I've just been vacuuming it out, as you can see. In fact, I think we can now cut power to this. There we go, and we're going to expand the greenhouse. But that brings me to the next point, is I don't really know what to do next. We've kind of done everything I set out to do in this series. I've experimented with a lot of new systems I've never used before. The combustion centrifuge, the rocket, honestly, the sorters, the silos, the filters, IC circuits, IC housings, automated solar tracking using an IC circuit. Pretty much the new light system for these. The only thing we haven't played with yet is trading, so I want to do a bit of that. And then I'm probably going to stop the series. I know the base isn't perfect, it could be a lot better, but the point of this series was kind of for me to learn how the new game mechanics work, while also showing everybody else. So I think we've achieved that, right? I want to play around with the trading a bit, but once I've done the trading, I've kind of learned everything I want to learn. And I think what we're going to do is stick ourselves on that rocket, Old Faithful, and blast ourselves to a new planet. Okay, but we are through here, and our tomatoes are not loving it because they are running out of water, I think, because I disconnected the pipes. So let's pop the candle on this one. Let's see what we're doing in here. Okay, cool. It is still 16C. Perfect. I vacuumed this out just so we didn't plummet the temperature of our CO2. We have a very limited reserve. How's our filter doing? Still at 70%. Yeah, those heavy filters last several lifetimes. Let's put that over here. Alright, now, we need to sort out the plumbing and the shape of this place. I've already printed up the parts, as is now tradition. But I would like to walk you through my process, I think. Okay, so we have lights set up already. All we need to simply do is just move this line, I think, just to pretty this up a little bit. I have also put windows on top of this frame, so I should be able to pull this up now as well. Let's clean this up fully, because we're going to want to redo the wiring on all this. I've also moved the circuitry further back. That shouldn't be a problem anymore. I need to do this. We'll have to move those pipe radiators at some point also. Alright, now comes the scary part. I've welded up underneath, I'm pretty sure. I've welded up on top, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, please don't vent my room. It did not vent my room. Okay, please don't vent this one. No. Oh, safety. Alright, we made it. That was a little pucker effect, I'll be honest with you. Alright, so now, where do I want to put things? We definitely want We definitely want hydroponics all along the back wall on both sides. And I guess along here as well. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get some more trays, and then we're going to move these ones. Okay, it is also going to drop the pressure in here considerably. Why is it cold? Why is it cold? Why is it so damn cold in here? What the hell? Because we dropped the pressure so much?
Hydration critical.
No, it's not clear. Why did the pressure drop so much? Oh, was it opening these up? Do those technically contain cold European air? Oh, that's a bug. Oh well. Can't do much about that right now. Okay, unlike before where we had these tightly nested little forests, I think I want to give myself a bit more space to work. So I'm going to run like single lines down the sides here. And we're going to work it like this. We'll need a few more grow lights, but that's fine. Okay, cool. We moved things over to here. The grow lights up in the ceiling. The plants are going to be on the floor. We're going to mirror that on this side. I just need more planters and pipes. Quite a lot of them, actually. We'll be putting radiators down the center transitionary areas. And I've made it so that there's plenty of space for me to walk in between all of this. We're going to get a bunch more radiators, bunch more pipes, bunch more everything. And then we should be happy. I think we're going to be happy. All right. Well, hopefully we'll slowly start seeing the room temperature increase in here as we... one thing I can do to immediately spike it is just going to be to dump my waste tank canister. There we go. That's some nice warm carbon dioxide. But do we have any... where's my atmospheric analyzer? There it is. Yeah, I mean, the pipe here is still 15C. It'll slowly heat up the room. There's a megapascal of water. We need more water ice. Well, I think I know a spot where we can find some. Let me go show you what I'm talking about. All right, but time to head down south. Let's quickly go and pick up a whole bunch of water ice. It's currently just being collected over here on the floor because you really don't need much of this stuff at all. Oh god, I think what I'm going to do here is set this to flatten. By the way, this is just the fastest way to pick all this up. Here we go. Here we go, and we're full. Okay, dump this. Yeah, there's a little bit of irradiation going on here, I'm sure. But for the most part, it's fine. Alright, there we go. We got an entirely full mining backpack of water ice in about... what was that, on 6 seconds? Yeah, don't come at me. Okay, it's working just fine. Oh, by the way, I also put down a second IC circuit into these things, just so they can both run simultaneously. Now, someone told me, if you turn it off while it's at max stress, right, and then you open up this, it should not cause it to fail, and yet it causes it to fail. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, it's a lovely noise. The sounds of nature. Oh, hello. Welcome home. Man, that just never gets old, does it? Alright, but before we crush up all that additional water, let's just do a little bit more outdoor maintenance. We need to link up these external pipes. These are the insulated ones that are going to bring water across the room, and this is just aesthetic, so I don't have to run it on the floor inside. We're going to move this all the way down over here, and we can plug into it wherever we so choose. And we'll bring water in across and around like this. Lovely. This is the point where the water connector actually comes in. Now, we should probably just build a larger water tank at this point. But this one's been sufficient for now. And if we don't have too much, it doesn't take that much energy to heat it, right? You really don't need an insane amount of water in this game. Now, as for why I'm still expanding hydroponics, even though we don't actually need it for the food mod anymore, it's a great trading resource. Making an automated canner and just selling a bunch of canned tomato soup is just like an instant way to print money in this game. So we're going to try that. Do I have any chutes left? Because I really don't feel like sitting here and manually feeding ice. I have 4. Oh, is that enough to get this outdoors? Oh, that would be the dream. Then I could just dump them in. I think it's just enough. I think we can get the inlet just to fit. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, you piece. You're really gonna make me print some more chutes just to do this. Yep, you totally are. Okay, here we go. It's working. This is, of course, gonna bring down the temperature of our various systems. We're gonna have to run that pipe heater, which is always terrifying. How are we doing for power? We have 4%. Yeah. Glad I spent all that time building solar panels. Really should have just gone wind all the way, huh? Yeah, let's just go get myself some coal to work with. Now look, guys, I know there's a lot of people with a lot of great ideas for this series. Honestly, I'm kind of done with it. Like, I don't really have anything else I want to do here. The base is a mess. It kind of needs to be redesigned from the ground up. And again, that's mostly just because when I first started making these episodes, I didn't actually fully understand how some of these systems interacted. I'd never used them before. I've learned a lot through this series, and I'd like to implement that on a wider scale in another channel. Like, not another channel, on another playthrough at a later date. Alright, so what else do we need to make this place work? Obviously, I need to pull up this wiring. That doesn't do anything for us anymore. But we also need to put down, like, 2 more lights. We have 1 more here. So we'll need 1 more for the corner, and then 4 more here, so 5 total. We'll run cabling to them. This will still function regardless of whether or not, regardless of how many lights we have or where we put them. That's a nice feature with it. Let's go ahead and put down these additional hydroponics bays. Then I guess we can move the fridge in here as well and put down a few more fridge doors. We can put the cooking stuff in there too, clean up some space in the main room. And I think we'll be happy there. And then next time we can get some like automated food production. Well, not automated, but like semi-automated. We could do full automation with the harvesting robots, but I don't want to get into too many new systems in a starter series. Mostly because I have no idea how those work. And so we will progress, yeah. I think that'll be the goal for today. Let's get automated food production set up. We are going to have to heat the water, and in doing so, heat the carbon dioxide. I'm also going to need to capture some more CO2. I think we are flat out. Okay, cool. There we go. We've plumbed in. Sorry, we're not plumbed in. We've wired up these grow lights to the system over there. This is technically all functional now. It's just a bit cold in here, but we are heating up the water, and with more radiators, the temperature exchange should be a lot faster. I think we're almost ready to introduce our plants. We'll still scrub the oxygen out using this bad boy, because why not? There's a bit of nitrogen in here because I was jetpacking around, but that's really not a problem. Problem is we need a lot more CO2. We just do not have the pressure we need to pull this off. I'll help a little bit there, but that's not going to do much. It's time to go and create some CO2, I guess. And honestly, I can't think of a better way to do this than to get a little bit stupid with it, right? We make a big old tank to put all our waste gases in from our furnace, rather than venting them out. We stick the waste tank, like, on the other side of our atmospherics over here, and then we just cool it down using Europa atmosphere, and with a bit of logic, we use that to open and close a volume pump that pushes that gas into our filtration network. It'll be a good way to get a whole bunch of gases, and they'll be warm. I think this is the play. It's a little bit psychotic, but hey, when is it not? Cue 485 comments telling me how I've done everything wrong, my mother is a hamster, and how I really need to play a different game. By the way, how are we doing on pressure here? Yeah, that's a problem. We're going to need relief valves very soon on this. I think I'm going to turn the rocket off for a bit. We have enough resources. Bring them home. Okay, all we need to stop this thing from launching again is we just turn off the IC housing. And that should prevent him, once we've emptied it out. It'll all empty out. Okay, no problem. This readout's no longer going to work. But there we go. He should just chill. Should just chill on the launch pad. And yes, indeed he is. Alright, lovely. So the rocket's staying behind now. Alright, don't worry about my health. Health is a resource. Don't let it blind you. Alright, give me my large tank. I guess we'll stick you somewhere silly. How about, like, right over here. Yes, it's beautiful. Okay, then we need to link up with our filtration line, which is this one. And it's going to go... Just be careful we don't cut into that. We'll take it through... Let's take it up and around this way. I'm just using the insulated pipes here because I've got them on hand. This doesn't need to be insulated. In fact, the whole point is that we're not going to be insulating it, right? Okay, gigantic network tunnel completed. Now we got to set up a whole bunch of pipes and logic. Alright, so how are we going to want to do this? We're going to want a volume pump. It's going to sit right over here for now. Right? What's going to happen is, once the temperature of the gases in this network, which will link up to the chimney over there, once those reach a comfortable temperature, we'll say 30°C, 25°C, let's say 30°C, because we do have a lot of heat loss due to these windows. We'll say 30°C. We allow the gas into the network, it gets filtered into the tanks, it gets used in the plants. Maybe 28°C. In order to detect that, we're going to need a pipe reader, so we can detect the temperature in there. And then, what else are we going to require here? We're going to need some logic. We'll need a logic reader to pull data from the pipe. We'll need a comparator unit and math to compare that value to the ideal temperature we want. And then we'll need a logic writer to activate this once the comparator gives a green signal. Okay, so start me off here. We'll need a logic reader at a bare minimum. Okay, that reader then needs to feed its information into a math compare, which will stick... can I get around that corner? I might not be able to. Which will stick... it should be okay over there. Then we'll need a memory unit to compare to, which only needs to feed in on one side. It'll need to be value 2, which is this port, so that can just be a direct connection. And then, of course, we'll need a logic writer to output the data we've captured back into the network. Alrighty, cool. So then you are going to be my pipe analyzer. And I guess we can link you up just like so. Alright, time to wire. Okay, all we need now is a little bit more cable, and that's going to work. Let me go get some, and I should probably drink some water. IRL and in-game. Let's take a quick stock of how many resources we've got now. 142 50 stacks of iron, 68 50 stacks of copper, 40 gold, 66 silicon, 94 hydrocarbon or coal. This one's lead, I think. Yep, 46 stacks of lead, 50 stacks of silver, 54 stacks of nickel, 51 stacks of cobalt, and no reagent currently in storage. That's good. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, let's do this. So here's our waste gas point. We're going to go ahead and pick up this vent. It is no longer required for this work. There we go. My apologies to the nation of France for that one. Let's move this. I guess we'll wrap it around the edge, just for aesthetic purposes. Yeah, I got plenty of iron. Let's make it look pretty. But there is one more step to this process. We need to do a radiator loop, or several. And this wall actually over here is perfect for that. I printed up 10 of them so far, but I think we're going to need a lot more. Also says, let's make it pretty, and then does this shit. Never said I wasn't a hypocrite. Okie dokes, that's the first part of the loop. We are definitely going to need more of these. I'm already realizing, but this is a good start. Yeah, we're going to need, if that's 9, then I'll need another... So each loop does 3, so that'll be 2, 5, 8, 11? Need another 11. Okay, we'll make 12, and then we have an extra if we need it. We should really set up pressure overflow valves on each of those, yeah, on each of those things. That's the tanks over there. That's pretty suicidal not to do it, to be honest, but what can I say? I'm not very smart. I guess something we could do here to flush out a lot of that gas when the time comes, is to just try and cook up some solder. Just simply because it's gonna have to drop the pressure so much by pushing in temperature. Actually, no, Electrum's the one that has low pressure, right? Yeah, that's probably what we'll cook up. Okay. I'm just trying to think about how we're gonna flush that thing out, just to prime the tank at first to make sure it's working, and I think that's probably the solution. Okay, cool. The pipe is linked all the way up. We've got to apply our new radiator friends, and then I think we're happy. I think we're cooking with gasoline at that point. Let's put all of this on. And are we where we want to be here? I guess we could run the pipe network. We got 5 more. I mean, we might as well just stick these on here then, right? Once again, putting radiators on insulated pipes, as is the way, as is tradition. Alright, so let's see if this is functional. It does not have power. We haven't finished wiring it up. Right. Okay, so you're going to get linked up there. Give me this. You're going to make this turn? Oh, you can make the turn. Perfect. Alright, cool. And then that memory just needs to connect to that output, because data port 3 is for the second comparative number. Okay, so let's see and try this out. So this is going to be reading temperature in Kelvin, not in Celsius. So I just need to quickly check what is 28C in 28C in Kelvin. Probably like 300 and something. It is 301.15. That's 28 Celsius. So let's go a bit lower than that. Let's go 27. So we'll do 300. Let's call it a flat 300. All right, that's going to be our value. Then we're going to make it so that our compare unit is going to compare the value from the logic reader to the logic memory, and I want to see if it is equals. If it's equals, this will go green, and then the logic writer will take in the value from the logic compare, it will feed it to the volume pump, and the value will just be on. Should be on, right? Yeah, on. Yeah, on or off. 1 or 0. And then, of course, we need to bring in the value from our pipe analyzer, and we want to read temperature. Should be one of these. There we go. Temperature. Lovely. Turn you all on. Put you on high pump. Turn you on. And then I need to splice in some power. Okay, here we go. We've actually got this cable right over here we can cut into, which is a nice handy piece. Let's do this. And then you should just be able to do this. I think this is where the computer used to come in here. I suppose, hold on, we can tidy this up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so you should bring in power from that side. And you can output power to this line. The memory does not need to be powered as far as I'm aware. We'll see if this works now. Ah, right. Maybe you should turn this on first. Alright, and are you receiving charge? You appear to be. Okay, nice. Cool, so that's all running. Alright, so this is currently at state 0 because the contents of this pipe are nil. No, the contents of the pipe are negative 135. Alright, well, let's go ahead and dump a bunch of pressure into there. Because we've got, what is that, 29 megapascals just chilling? Let's dump it in. Okay, make me electrum. We should see the pressure plummet on this one. Not exactly what I call plummeting. Oh, right. Maybe turn on the furnace. There we go. That can't be right, right? Pressure cannot possibly be 400 megapascals. Surely all my shit would have just exploded. Let's go outside and have a look at how that's going. I have a feeling I just blew up the base. Why was it at 400 megapascals? What the hell? Well, the heat's definitely radiating. I mean, it's at high pressure. It's high temperature, but it is radiating. Yeah, it's working. That was... did not go as expected. I'll be honest with you. Oh, we already dropped 100C, though. That's going pretty quickly. Turns out Europa's kind of cold. I want more radiators, though, I think. Alright, but hold on. Now, that's going to blow up these tanks. Because that's going to suddenly have... 7... it's going to... Holy shit, dude. It's going to have 300... It's going to have a lot of pressure. Access to it. Okay, hold on. I can't do the maths in my head, but that's gonna blow up the base. These tanks, there's no way in shit we could store that much. I need to set up a pressure relief valve immediately on this CO2, and we'll stick it right over there. Okay, I have everything I need right in front of me. We'll need a passive vent, a back pressure regulator, and that's it. This will just passively work. God, I hope that's true. Alright, we need to set this up immediately, though. So I think we won't need to store more than 26 megapascals. So what we'll do is just set it up as such. Oh, and now I need to go get some of that insulated pipe. Oh, okay, walking around here is going to be a little tough, clearly. And then I just need a PCU, stack it up for the color, and give me a T-junction. All right, easy. Power. I think we'll just link up to this. Okay, turn you on. If the pressure behind you is... what's your maximum? 30,000? Your maximum is 20,000. Okay, so if the pressure behind you is more than 20 kilopascals, let it out. Otherwise, this shit's gonna blow up, dude. It's gonna fucking explode. Shit. Okay, so right now we're limited by the volume pump speed, so I'm actually just gonna reduce that so that we don't, Oh, whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. Just pushed a bunch of hot gas through. That should equal out. There wasn't too much. We are now at 1300C. Okay, maybe we don't need it. Let's go finish up the remainder of this room. We just need to put down the radiators. and move in the workbenches, and then this is actually going to be ready to cook, I think. Quite literally. And you know what? It does not escape me that we probably need to vent out. We're probably going to want to set up pressure overlays for each of these, because they're all going to fucking explode. The oxygen and nitrogen shouldn't be a problem, but the neither should the volatiles. But this pollutant is definitely going to pop a vein if we filter it. We definitely need to set a pipe overflow for that. And I guess we're just dumping it into Europa. Dirty, dirty. Okay, cool. Let's set up our radiators. These are just going to go wherever they really fit, which is just going to be pretty much everywhere at this point. And we're just going to line them up in such a way as to make sure we equalize this room temperature. And there we go. We're actually at the correct temperature now. This is where we want to be. 18C is perfect. Maybe 20 would be better. 21 even. But where we need to be is the pressure, and that's kind of what we don't have right now. But we're definitely going to be solving that in a big way very soon. Maybe too large a way, some might argue. Okay, let's go set up the overpressure valve for the pollutant. Is there anything else we need to do in here besides move in the equipment? Look, we have... How many of these do we have? We got 5, 10, 15, 24. Could I fit in a further 24? I could fit in 4 more along the back of each one. Like this, because we can still access the plants, right? That's technically fine. But I think of where else I could do the same on the other end, actually. We are going to have to come through and pipe it up. Actually, no, maybe that's a good idea. That does give us back a little bit of resources. We can put them to use, at least. Do that one horizontal. Okay, hold on. Let me pipe this up. We'll use the plants to screen the hideous, the hideous filters. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll wrap them around. Let's do that. So we should probably put this glass back, huh? Kind of forgot about that. In fact, there's quite a lot of glass that's missing around this place. Alright, let's go set up that pressure valve before shit explodes. I need a bit more pipe. I need a lot more insulated pipe. We can bring this back outside with us. But then this room is almost ready to cook. Almost. Alright, Mr. Purple. You're going to go through here real soon. We're going to put a back pressure regulator. We'll probably stick it just out there. If we get more than 20 kilopascals of pollutant, we'll just dump it. I think that is the only safe way to pull this off. Yeah, we can just come out right on top here. Can I stick this... actually, the real question is, where can I put this vent? That's going to be the truly limiting factor. Right over here. Straight up, if that's going to let me do this, I'm going to put this over there. I'm going to put this back pressure regulator... probably just do this for all these then. Put that over there. And then just give me... It's the wrong color, but just give me a single pipe corner. Okay. Okay, and then I'll just wire it into this, I guess. Just for power. That should be fine. Yeah, you need to be whatever your max was again, like 20,000 or something. There we go. And she's on. Alright, cool. If we find ourselves... That's a pressure regulator. Oopsie. Let's try that again. Back pressure regulator. If we find ourselves with a little bit too much juice in the tank, it will now no longer explode. And I'm only doing pollutant and carbon dioxide because that's our primary outputs here by a huge margin. Also, down to 500C. We're getting there. We're getting there, and it looks like it's going up every now and then, so I assume my furnace is occasionally venting stuff in. Yes, it is. The pressure's dropping in there, so it is slowly being output. Okay, as promised, let's put these windows in next. I think that's an important step in the process of not dying. Double glazing the glass is mostly just there so I don't accidentally pop the hull on here. And by accidentally, I mean definitely never on purpose for comedic effect. Anything... Oh, there's a few panes missing, clearly. Guess I must have run out. Okay, lovely. We'll cover this up anyway with fridges soon. Let's splice in the... remaining pipes. We're just waiting for the CO2 basically to cool down enough for us to actually access it now. That's the big wait at the moment. Nice. There we go. Okay. All of these are now plumbed up. What's our pressure in here? 1.2 megapascals. That's pretty low. Nice, comfortable 21C temperature. That'll go up to 28. That's what the room temperature is going to be, and it'll probably even out somewhere in the middle around 24. Okay. You're still looking great. Take some more of my dirty CO2. At least it's temperate. And what are we waiting for now? I think we're just waiting for the pressure, right? The temperature's fine. The gas composition's excellent. We just need to put down some more, yeah, some more stuff. I think we're good, though. I think we're good. Alright, let's go get that temperature dropped. The last little bit. I'm going to leave the pipes in here again. Don't really need them much anywhere else. And I guess we can put down some floor grating, too. Let's pretty this up a bit. I know what the other thing we can do is. It's to move all of this farming junk inside. This stove, this fridge, the microwave, the canner. We'll put... Actually, I'll leave the microwave outside, but we'll put all the other stuff inside. And that way, we'll have everything we need to cook and produce the stuff for trading in there. Keep the kitchen right where you need it. Let's also take in a tomato and just do a test plant on this bad boy. Okay, if I plant a tomato... You are not growing and will never fruit low pressure environment. As predicted. As foretold by the ancient texts. There we go. That's a lot more pleasant to walk across. Perfect. Okie dokes. I think this is a dangerous practice on this channel. I've got it all down right. Let's go check on our temperature outside. We can also move in our fridge and oven while we wait. I already know it's not ready. If it was ready, we'd have CO2, so no point checking. Let's get some more work done. Okay, hand drill first. Alright, then I need an angle grinder. Gonna give me back the iron sheets, yep. And then a wrench to pick it up. Okay, Chef Boyardee, you're coming with me. How are we doing, by the way? I can probably turn this off now. I think we're at the adequate temperature. You're coming in next. Alright, this is going to be quite a process to move all this crap, but let's do it. Let's just get it done. Suit damage. Why did my suit just explode? What the hell? Get me through. Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Get me in here. Low pressure. The hell? The door just crushed my suit. Whew. Near miss there. Alright, I got a fresh one right over here. Temperature critical. That shit was crazy, man. Power critical. Whoa. Did not love that for me. Alright, lovely. There we go. Okay, wires are all linked up. I can cover you up again. And let's put down our next machine. So you're going to go... I want my automated oven, and then from the automated oven, we'll go into the automated canning machine. Link you up there. Gotta do a bit of welding. And give me a screwdriver. Okay, great. So that should turn on. Yes, it does. Very nice. We have power in here. Okay, let's move our food back inside. And then we'll put the automated canning machine when we get it over there. Lovely. Okay, let's put away all the stuff we've collected. It's already decaying. Goes fast, huh? Man, life comes at you real quick here. Alright. Because this all needs to be packaged so we don't lose it. And we also need to replant the rice. Now we have a lot more room we can experiment a bit more with the different foods as well, which will be nice. Okay, 13 hours, 28. Yeah, okay, cool. We got lots of time again. Very nice. Alright, I mean, we got to be close to ready now. Let's go check on our CO2. Okay, this thing is now set up again correctly. So we're going to look for daylight sensor. If it's daytime, then we take in the one that this provides and we write it out to all of our grow lights. They should now turn on during the daytime, provide a little bit of extra light for our plants. Okay, cool. So that's done. How close are we here now? Been a few seconds. I'm feeling anxious, man. 75C. We're so close. I guess we should probably give that a bit of a spray paint, right? It's meant to be yellow, not, that's a dirty mixed gas tank. There we go. Much better. And, you can be yellow too. Why not? Cognition low. Whoa, cognition low. Why? What's your problem? Why am I dying? Open your hat, open your hat! Why did I just die? That's strange. Well, that's another skull for the skull throne. We'll stick him over there for now. Are these like backwards? Do I have a bunch of CO2 in my air tank or something? What's the problem? No? No? Why did I die? I don't understand. Maybe it was just multiple organ failure from all the bullshit I put this poor man through. It's possible. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're at 32. 31. Come on, baby. Take me down to 30. So what we should see then is the volume pump switch on as soon as it's ready, which it will be in a few seconds. And of course, there is still some uncombusted volatiles, oxygen, fuel, and whatnot in there. I guess I didn't set it to the... Oh, that's been turned off. Has that been off the whole damn time? Is this set up correctly? So logic reader, you read that guy. Temperature is currently 300 C. Ah, there we go, there you go. Now we're getting there. Oh, because we're not going for 30, we're going for 28. Or actually just under, we're going for just under 27, I guess. Okay, temperature is now correct. Our state is 300. We're looking, does the... Oh, no, we don't want to do equals. This is my bad. We want to make sure that the pressure we're reading is... It needs to be equal to or less than... Or just less is honestly fine. Yeah, there we go. Now I should turn this on. Alright, and we're going to want to really pump that out as quickly as possible before we lose all of this. Ah, and then what we need to do is actually have an additional valve over here that turns this off so we stop losing heat. That's also an important aspect to it. Yeah, we'll need another line. So what we actually need is we need two systems, right? We need one system... we need to put this network over here so that we can test the temperature of the stuff in this line, and then that gets pumped into this tank and then processed from there. Yes, that is the way to do this. Because otherwise it's going to continue to drop in temperature very rapidly, and that's not something we want. Because yeah, that's going to keep plummeting. Ah, you see? And because there's no way in hell this would be able to keep up. Although it is kind of keeping up. We did have a huge amount this time. So maybe with smaller batches it wouldn't be as much of a problem. Okay, our pressure has climbed enough. Can we plant a tomato? Please, God, let me plant a tomato. It's not growing and will never fruit. I guess we're going to have to go excavating for that. Plant chipper, there it is. So we can work out why. What's your damage? Show me the goods. What's wrong with you? Pressure efficiency 1%. 24 kilopascals. What do you want? Current temperature is 23. Okay, temperature's fine. Growth efficiency is increasing. Minimum ideal pressure is 48 kilopascals for tomatoes. Really? Okay, well, we've got lots of gas coming in, so that shouldn't be a problem. What is our... What's our setting on this? 95? Perfect. Perfect. So we're just going to keep... Let's just keep letting in CO2 until it's at pressure, and then this sucks out the oxygen selectively. Okay, I mean, that works for me. I'm happy to call that good. Let's just swap this back in. And I guess we've got to wait for the pressure to come up. Then we can plant everything. How about you, Mr. Rice? How you doing? You're barely growing. Well, you're not dying, so rice, you're getting planted. Because you're about to spoil. Wheat, you're up next, baby. Better go get my seeds, I suppose. Oh, they are now barely growing. Okay, cool. So even though the pressure's low, it's high enough for it to function. Okay, we're going to do tomatoes all along the back here. Yeah, we're going to be growing a lot of tomatoes in this base. Alright, then we still got some ferns. These mostly are just used to convert CO2 to carbon dioxide, so I don't really care about them. But I don't want these to decay, because we can turn these into medicine at some point, and other useful byproducts. So I guess we'll just plant one row, and let that grow out. And then we've got two more planters, actually a few more planters available. Let's go get our seeds, put down some pumpkins. Yeah, we'll do pumpkins all the way over there, and then this is wheat, so I'll put down 2 more wheat, and then that, it looks like it's going to be good. We'll probably use some storage in here, though, huh? For our seeds. We'll see. Right over there, actually, one would fit. Anyway, guys, that is all we have time for today. We now have a functional hydroponics bay. It's cooking. It's looking good. But I will close the door, and then I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Bye-bye. And of course, a huge thank you to our channel members and patrons for the month. Couch Potato, The Senate, Kelly Ananas, Call Me Bo 82, Riley David, LCG Canyon Sahar, Knee Cruncher, Old Man Tater, Frickin' Friendly Beaver, Not K Arthur, Cut Beef Go Ham, Jack Smallman, Rivo, Adachi, I'm Alpha, Alan O'Sulliher, Charlie Weber, Mermix, Mel Roman, and Officer C4. You guys rock.